Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the FauxShow. Today is Sunday, March 8th. My name is Angela.
And my name is Chris.
And as most of you know, the FauxShow is not a real show. It is a social experience because I don't look at you. I look at the chat room, which I have here on my iPad.
Oh, I have the chat room over here full screen.
Whoa, we're not in front of it.
On my screen.
Okay, there we go. It's over there on a monitor where we can see ourselves, but...
Super wide, too. Ooh, look how wide that is. It's so wide.
What is it, like 20 by 9?
21 by 9 or something like that, yeah.
Best lower third on the internet.
It even glows a little bit. Look at that. Just a little bit. Ooh. So you back off, the glow goes away. You get in close.
Yep. It glows.
Yeah, you know why? Magic. Yeah, we have embedded magic over at jblive.tv. All you have to do is just go over there on a Sunday morning, watch a little bit of that Linux action show, stick around for the FauxShow, and then usually after some delay, the FauxShow starts. Sorry. So I had to take a deuce. So anyways, the FauxShow this week is talking about epic backyards. Now, I got something epic, but it's not a backyard. It's a t-shirt. Should I tell you about it now or do you want me to tell you about it later? A t-shirt. That's my segue, Ange, for the new shirt you launched this morning. Oh, okay. You know the t-shirt.
You mean yesterday? Friday even?
The t-shirt that you've been responsible for getting. Yes, you know that. All right. You know, it's funny. You know that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, I didn't. Whatever. So I'm like, what t-shirt do you have that has anything to do with backyards?
I know. It was a little weak.
And then I thought you were going to unbutton your shirt.
I was just tossing it out there, and I just thought, she'll catch it.
All right. Teespring.com/Linux. Yes, we got that
Good.
URL.
Hey,
it'll always be our URL.
That was an aggressive high five. Teespring.com/Linux. Now, here is the thing you need to know. First of all, here's the thing, everybody.
Kids. There's a kids team.
That's adorable. That gets me every time I see it. No, here's what it is. It's the first time we've done just the white edition of the last logo on these colors, and the money that we raise here is going to help fund our efforts for Linux Fest Northwest this year, and we want to make it a big show, a real big show, and we need some help to do that because we want to do like some travel stuff for our host and production crew, and the way we have to raise funds is, the best way really is by getting something that you get to grab yourself, and then if you make it to Linux Fest, you can rock the swag there at the fest. And
you will be surprised by how many people will be wearing our swag.
It's cool.
We paint Linux Fest Northwest with lass.
But even if you're not going, you can still get one. And then if we ever do get in your area, you can rock it then. And it's actually just really good materials too. One of the great things is we've done this for a little while. So we have it dialed in on our side and Teespring has it dialed in on their side. So they're making really good stuff. They got good prints. And the thing is we weren't noobs. Even when we designed the last logo, when we designed it, we made sure it fit the requirements. So that way when it printed on these shirts, it would look sharp. Like literally, we designed the logo with this in mind. And so that's why when we roll these out, this is the 2015 Linux Action Show t-shirt, and you can grab it right now at teespring.com/Linux. It is sharp. People notice it, and it starts a conversation about Linux, and it's a great way to support the network and help our efforts at Linux Fest Northwest and rock the swag for us and do a little guerrilla marketing.
Rock!
There's lots of types, too. They got the long sleeves, the hoodies, the children's. Just go to the long sleeve. That's the best one.
It's in a dark...
like a maroon.
Yeah.
Now, see, the thing is, the hoodie is like the best value out of all of them because that's like a jacket, basically. Like, it will keep you warm. But the long sleeve is, out of all of the shirts we get, those are always my favorite. I like the cut of them. I like the way they've stood up. I just like them. I have a bunch of them, and I'm going to get more of this one because they're really nice. So, teespring.com/Linux. Okay, Andrew, that's not about backyards.
Nope. Into the show. Okay. So this first one is 51, let's see what the title is. 51 budget backyard DIYs.
Okay.
And they're actually really cool. So I thought you guys, if you're not in, like the lower hemisphere.
Well,
right?
when the snow clears, they're going to have some work to do.
Yeah. So spring cleaning is coming and, daylight savings was today. That's why we're late. We're an hour late because of daylight savings, right?
Daylight savings when you do live shows is a bit of a pita, and if you're not in the U.S., then it might not be daylight savings for you yet, which makes it even more confusing.
Yeah, technically we're on time, old time. All right, so the first thing that you can do in your backyard is plant lemongrass. It's a natural way to keep mosquitoes away.
I like that.
Right? And since mosquitoes carry diseases and crap that you don't want, and the bites hurt, like I think I'm allergic to them. Lemongrass.
Okay.
And it's pretty.
I've heard of that before.
All right. Rinse your dirty feet off in a waterproof frame filled with flat stones.
That's actually a really great idea.
Yes.
I was actually thinking with the kids,
Yeah.
like, you know, one of the problems is like as soon as you wash their feet off, they just step on like
the mud.
Or even if it's just the back porch, but there's like pine needles on the back porch or something like that. Right? So if this was off to the side of the sliding glass window door on the cement and we had them, you know, then just...
And we could just use a pitcher of water even. You don't even have to use a hose.
The hose would reach though.
Yeah. But then we'd have to go get our feet dirty. But the flat stones feel good on your feet, and in that particular place, they'd be warm from the sun. They might be hot from the sun. All right, so replace light bulbs in an old chandelier with inexpensive solar lights and hang it from a tree branch. So basically, these are solar lights that don't need to be plugged in, right? Because they're solar. So you just like go to an antique store or a thrift store or wherever you can find.
Don't you think that's gonna get ratty? Like
ratty,
you know, because it's not built to be outside, so the rain and the winds.
It already is. Like they're already in bad shape.
I tell you, I like the idea of taking something that's meant to have electric lights and putting solar lights in them. I think that is something you could use all over the place. A chandelier. Well, I guess it's what's that? What's that chic? What did you call it?
Shabby chic.
Yeah, it's shabby chic.
Yeah.
See, that's what it is. It's shabby chic.
Putting mirrors up on your fence to make the yard look bigger, which is kind of cool. If you have woods in the backyard, that really helps. But ours
otherwise it'd just be more fence.
Ours would be our house,
or the fence, because if you get across the yard,
right.
or it'd be more the yard,
right?
Yeah.
So all right. So I definitely want to buy some of this.
Oh wow!
It is called Looking Glass Mirror-like Paint, and they've taken
mirror paint.
Yeah, some balls or orbs.
Of course, it's balls
of different
right?
size.
Naturally.
Yeah, balls.
You put
balls.
You put it on balls.
Balls.
Yeah, that's where you put mirror paint.
How cool is that? Like, so if it's something that the kids can play with afterwards.
Keep going. Just keep going.
Then it's kind of a neat sensory thing because there's reflection and there's light and there's a lot of things to learn from these balls. So
it's definitely a sensory thing.
Yes.
So Ange gives 2 thumbs up to shiny balls. All right.
You can turn an old chair into a swing.
Yeah,
so it's cool. A chair is meant. No.
Come on.
No, come on.
Nobody's going to do this.
Sure. I think it's great because the chair holds something already.
You're not going to do this?
Yes. No, I'm not. But
okay, well, hold up.
What?
Go back. Hold on. You know what you could do? You could take like an old busted dining room table, lop off the bottom, right? And then mount it to these boards, and then drill holes in these boards and paint these boards, and then get some chain and hang them from the tree branch, and then go mount it with a bolt. Nobody's gonna do that.
Jeez. All right. Well, so if we had a tree that could hold this stuff.
Well, you picked your tree. You just happened to pick a dainty girly tree.
No, well, I couldn't pick a bigger tree. We don't have a big enough yard.
I think you should have let nature decide that.
No, your face. All right, so skateboard swing. So you just drill a couple holes in the skateboard.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, and then the rope goes through it, and you tie some knots, and
I could see somebody breaking the board in the middle, though. You know what I would do is I'd pick up a skateboard from the thrift store. Now, here you go.
Yeah.
Now, this is my speed.
I know, when you're describing that, I'm like, oh, this is coming up. But then you're all jerk about it.
Wow.
All right, so you can also take a pallet and some rope and make a multi-person swing. And you could even lay on that with your feet dangling off. It would be really fun, I think. Some people are more handy than you.
Says Rikai.
Thank you, Rikai.
Says Rikai.
Thank you, Rikai. Seriously.
The guy that had to hide the electric screwdriver in his room.
Yes, this...
No,
I don't.
No, don't do it.
I don't know, Rikai, if you know.
Don't do it on air.
How big our fight was about Chris losing my power drill, and then
hold on. But can I? All right, if you're gonna put that out there, then I gotta tell the story because. Okay. So,
yes,
picture it.
The power tools are mine.
That's a long story. That's a long...
No, it's not. It's a short story.
No.
You don't have power tools. They're mine. That's pretty short.
Says the person who co-opted all my power tools. Anyway.
What?
Okay, hold on.
No.
Hold on, back up. Can I stick to one story at a time?
Well,
we got too many stories on the table right now.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Do you want me to tell the Rikai story or do you want me to not tell? You got enough time? Because I know we're running out of time.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so Rikai story real quick. So we move into the studio, right? And when you move into a new place, last April, well, yes. And would you let me tell the story? Okay. All right, okay. So we move into the studio last April. And when you move into
February.
Okay. All right.
February.
Okay.
Rikai's been living here for a year.
Okay, dude, I'm just trying to get a story out.
All right.
No.
He hired some handy guys, right? And they were using my drill and stuff, and then they left, and then I came and I needed my drill, and it wasn't here, and we looked all over the place.
Everywhere. We looked everywhere. And
so then, like, in November, like, right before my birthday, I'm like, well, I need a power drill for my birthday or Christmas.
Hold on. Shut up. Hold on. So what then happened from that moment was what initially was near hourly, which then evolved into daily, which then evolved into weekly, which then remained... I
need my power drill.
Which then remained about once a week. I would get a reminder that under my watch, under my negligent, uncaring watch, the handyman had stolen our power drill. And I thought it was weird they'd left a few components behind, but sure, they'd stolen our power drill. And how could I argue? It was here one day, the handyman came, and it was gone the next day. What could I do other than, as a good husband, buy my wife an even better power drill than the one that was lost? So, for her birthday, right?
No, Christmas.
For Christmas, I bought her a very nice power drill, which I then needed to bring to the studio.
And so that him and Noah could mount something.
Yeah.
So then the other day I wanted to hang my bird feeders and some decorative flower things in the backyard, and I didn't have a drill. So
hold on, I'll take it from here.
No. So I messaged Chris and said, "Can you bring home my drill?" But I had a feeling he wouldn't. So I went on Facebook and hired a random guy to come hang up my bird feeder stuff.
This is what she does, chat room. You see?
No. So now you can take over.
So okay, all right. So I, being the fantastic husband that I am, remembered the drill, and I say, but I can't find it. And see, Noah had done some cleanup. I left last time Noah was here very nicely. He organized things. And so I couldn't find the drill. And I'm thinking, where did Noah put the drill? Rikai was here when Noah was organizing things. So I say to Rikai, do you know where the power drill is? And Rikai says, oh, yeah, it's up in, I think I know where it is. He doesn't even say where it is. Oh, I think I know where it is. Now, mind you, at this point, if I was looking very carefully, I would have noticed that the new power drill was actually down by Rikai's leg where he was standing. But see, I was on the other side of the wall.
At that moment.
Yeah. So Rikai walks away, and he comes back a couple minutes later, and he's got Angela's original lost power drill, the blue one. It's recognizable immediately because it's a totally different color. It's a blue power drill. And he hands it to me, and I said, oh, where was this? Oh, it was up in my room. I had to work on my PC case a while ago. And I just didn't say anything because he didn't know. It's not his fault. And so I just, okay. So I left that one here because I figured that could be the studio's, and I brought home the new one. And what was funny is when he came to give me the power drill, he also had to walk by the new power drill. Neither one of us noticed the new one was just right there on the floor the whole time. And then but once he gave it to me, for some reason I looked down and I saw the new one. I was like, oh, well, here's the new one, and here's the lost one. Problem solved.
Yeah.
So now we can really work on the backyard.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Yeah.
All right. So make your own rock climbing wall, which could be really epic. Let's see.
I guess he had to work on his PC. So he figured, why use a screwdriver when I could use a power screwdriver? And then he also figured why walk downstairs when I don't need to. And so he just left it up there.
All right, so I don't think this one actually works as well as the picture depicts, but
it caused quite literally months of bickering at me. Just so much bickering.
Well, technically, you lost it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
That's still true.
Okay. All right. Anyways,
I went without a drill.
How do you do that? How do you do that?
Okay. Well, anyway, so coat planters with glow-in-the-dark paint for instant night lighting. But like I said, I don't think it works as well as this picture shows. I think there's some photoshopping in that.
Yeah, but I do love the idea of a glowing... that is really cool. Somebody should just make that.
Yeah. The sedum sarmentosum plant makes a fast-growing ground cover.
AKA never have to mow your lawn again.
Or mow around your stepstones. That's where it would be really
Or your
handy.
entire lawn.
Let's see. Get some rainbow fire crystals for your fire pit. How cool is that? Right? No?
They're $15 for a pack of two.
Hush.
I feel like you'd yell at me for wasting money.
Oh. Did you guys hear that eye roll? All right. Put some stakes in the ground to make a lounging trio of hammocks.
Ooh.
Right?
Ooh, that's cozy.
Yeah.
Especially if you're having a threesome.
All right. Reuse those wooden stakes to create the most epic game of Scrabble ever.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, actually. But I think it would not be as fun. I think. Okay, so I've done this before.
You have done this one.
Make a giant outdoor waterbed for the kids.
Do you want to pass along any quick wisdom you've learned from trial and error?
Okay, well, duct tape, it's not waterproof, so it's not going to be a good thing to line it with. I don't know why. I need to find a good waterproof tape that's not like super expensive.
What did you end up using?
But I ended up ironing it.
Yeah.
On 3, almost all 3 sides, and then just leaving about a foot.
And it is a big plastic.
It's a painter's tarp.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a painter's tarp. Like a 25 by 15 is a really good size. It's probably that size.
And then you iron all edges.
And you iron the edges.
And leave a little gap to put the hose in.
Mm-hmm. And food coloring.
And then did you iron it closed once you pulled the hose out?
Yeah. Yeah, I just kept that side elevated and put it on a chair, and then and put cardboard underneath it, and then ironed it right there in the yard.
Yeah, and cardboard for like as a little bit of a base, and you put food coloring there to make it real cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really neat.
I meant to bring up
your picture of it.
Yeah.
Do you think you could pull it up that fast?
Maybe.
With all the pictures you post, because that was last summer.
I know.
It's been like a whole fall, winter, all of that.
I know. And Instagram is being a kind of crappy.
Yeah, it's slow. Look at all them pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's on Instagram.
Wow, I'm on last week.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get to it.
All right.
You got to go back to the summer. But you have shown it on the show before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. A tarp and a sprinkler will create a fun splash pad for a slide.
I like that.
This is cool. Tie rope between trees to create a fun obstacle course. I could see somebody like falling though and hanging themselves.
Getting hung. Yeah.
Glow-in-the-dark necklaces make a great nighttime ring toss game.
Oh, cool.
And this is supposedly in the dark, but obviously it's daytime. But glow sticks in bottles and then playing bowling with them. I might get some of this using waterproofing spray on fabric. Yeah. So that you can have pillows outside.
Outdoor pillows. Oh, boy, the kids would really like that, especially in Dylan's house that he's making.
Yeah. And this is a really cool, there's toadstools, basically just cut logs, and then you grab wooden salad bowls, which at first I was like, what the heck? But I totally know what a wooden salad bowl is. I don't own any, but they just painted the wood salad bowls red with white dots, and they look like really cute mushrooms. It's a great backyard addition.
So this is never gonna happen.
I know. So
you wouldn't believe I've been scrolling this entire time. I'm just now back in December.
Yeah,
it's never gonna happen.
So paint the stones in your garden, and I actually really want to do this. I think my stones would look really cool.
Would
and
you
the
do
kids
the M&Ms?
would not. No, not M&Ms, but I like the striped ones, and I think or some with flowers or something. I think it's just a nice little addition.
Yeah. You could do that too. That would be something you could do for Easter instead of handing out candies. Kids could paint rocks. Maybe not. Maybe not. That's probably horrible.
Yeah.
Kids that are listening to be like, that's the worst idea I've ever heard.
I'm skipping past a couple because there's...
well, come on. That was lighting stuff on fire. That's not bad. What's that about?
What, reusing your empty wine bottles to make mosquito combating tiki torches?
Yeah, that seems okay.
Meh. It's meh.
Oh, okay. All right.
For a touch of whimsy, add some fun... funny...
Meh. I'm going to meh that one.
Race car track.
That's pretty cool.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah.
A lot of these are geared towards kids, so if you don't have kids, sorry, but
yeah.
Let's see. A wall of plants is cool. Makes a nice little shape.
For a desk.
I wonder how they made this, but it's an inflatable pool fountain.
We need to get some details on that.
It's a variety of they do have.
They have an eHow article.
Yeah.
On it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know it.
That's kind of neat. I think. Toilet paper makes the best, cheapest seed paper.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Diapers in the bottom of your potted plants, because they gel up and then they'll release water over time instead of.
I guess if they're safe for a baby's butt, they should be safe for the plant.
They should be. Hopefully, you're not eating them.
And I guess maybe like if you just got a baby off diapers and you have some extra diapers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't wait to start potty training Bella. Mm-hmm. All right, make a wee village in your garden.
A wee village.
So basically, you have your normal garden and you add little houses and some pebbles. I know.
Kids would not be able to stay out of that though.
No.
But that's adorbs.
Yeah, if you're not trying to keep things alive, then it would be great for your kids.
Yeah.
Repurposing stumps for tables or plant holders is another good idea. Latex floor paint to color cement tiles on an outdoor patio. If a tree fell down, you can cut a notch into it so you can store your bike in it and make a bike rack.
Okay, that's not bad.
It is kind of cool.
Yeah.
What?
I would take a section of a log, right? And then I would just take that and cut a few.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. All right, I'll take it.
All right, how about
this?
And
then I would paint it. No. What is this?
So you take boxes and you turn them into cars and do a little outdoor theater.
You got to have that projector screen. And
I know,
projector,
right?
But that is neat.
But if you have a projector screen, it's perfect.
Yeah, well, we got the boxes.
Sunflower House. It's,
Nice reading spot. Probably get a lot of spiders.
Oops. Yeah, I know, right?
A bean fort's pretty cool.
Yeah, I wonder how well that would grow, though. That might be kind of hard.
Yeah.
Let me see. Rope lighting to line your garden.
Ooh,
it's a good idea.
That does look really cool.
I know. I like.
We should do. We
the
can just do down our driveways rope lighting, maybe. You just need to be able to see the edge.
Shoot, no kidding.
You just need to be able to see the edge.
No kidding. All right, and it would take way less power, probably.
Way less power, especially if we did LEDs.
Mm-hmm. A pool noodle floating cooler. It costs $1.99.
So you attach the pool noodles,
you cut it in. You cut the pool noodle into 4
What about the noodle
pieces and attach them to just a plastic container.
Yeah.
Totally done.
All right, Andrews, pick your last one. Then I have something I want to talk about.
Okay.
Oh, that one had fire. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I like that one. A wind chime, DIY wind chime. Ooh, chalkboard outside on the fence would be neat.
This one. Cinder block bench. And I'll click on it because...
Cinder block bench.
Look at that white screen. It's amazing.
Will it load? Will it load?
It's not loading.
No.
Well, anyway, it's basically cinder blocks, and then you take some MDF and you staple gun some fabric to it and some cushion, and then it becomes a bench. So it's still not loading.
That's okay. I think we've had a hit and miss today.
There it
on
is.
Some of the sites. Like Instagram was taking forever to load today. I just think it's Comcast being awesome. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that.
Okay, so...
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's quite a bit of work, but it's really epic.
Yeah, well, and it's really big. So here's the MDF. You just have to cut it and then put some batting and some foam and some probably, waterproof fabric and then set it on top. Bam. It's really kind of cool, I think.
It's very cool.
It's a nice place to go lay.
Yeah, and it's not going to get all rotted.
No, well, and you could take it in, store it in the garage in the off season.
Cinder blocks. They're heavy to move around, but it's not that bad. All right, anything else?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
One more thing.
Okay.
There's a new trend, and it's called pub sheds.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is an epic backyard.
So this is where you buy a shed or make a shed or whatever, and you turn it into a place for your buddies to come over or gals. And, I mean, it's bar stools. It's a full bar.
That's so
It's
awesome.
Cozy. Look, this one's a castle.
One
It's
of these should be like a podcast studio.
It is really cool. So
And
if you plan to do that this summer.
Ange, I want a shed.
I know you do. I know.
I want a shed.
But we don't really have a place for you to have a shed.
Well, good thing we have a studio.
No, there's no room back there.
No, but at least I have a studio.
Yes. Yes.
So anyways, I wanted to talk.
Oh, yeah.
It's an unofficial mail sack. Is that okay with you?
Yes. Yeah.
So first, tell them who sent this in to us, Ange, and how he sent it in to us.
So this came from Mr. Rob. It's a pebble. And basically, he had gotten it, and it had some glitchy malfunctioning. And so he called them to report it. And they said, we'll send you a new one out. And they never asked for the old one back.
Yeah. And so
he said...
And he held on to it for a little while, and he sent it over here for me to check it out. This is the Pebble Steel. It's the Model 41B, and it has the e-ink display on it right there. And I've had it for a couple of days now, and it's pretty neat. Mm-hmm. So thank you to Mr. Rob for sending this to me to try it out, because I've been really curious to try out the Pebble Watch. First thing I really like about it, and I already know that the Apple Watch and all the other ones don't do it.
Oh, yeah?
And it's one of my favorite features, too.
What?
Is the freaking display is always on.
Oh.
It's e-ink, like the Kindle.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so, and now the people say the battery life on this thing is supposed to be just outrageous, like 7-day battery life. Mm-hmm. And people say on most smartwatches it's like a day. But I don't know if that's so far been the case for me. Right now I have this app on here that keeps track of my battery life, and it's at 40%. My experience so far has been 40% lasts me about a day, which I don't think is quite right, because those dots are supposed to represent days. 2 dots, supposed to be 2 days.
Oh, really?
And I'm not getting 2 days with that. But now I have been fiddling around with it an awful lot. And I do things like I put asteroids on here, and I've been doing step tracking, which may be taking some of my... I have a neat...
GPS? Does it?
No, that uses the phone for that. It doesn't have
okay.
GPS in it, but it is still using a pedometer to count my steps. So maybe that's taking...
What are you at?
Boy, not only 1,100 today because of podcasting.
I have a Fitbit.
Yeah, so this has Fitbit functionality, and it syncs to my phone. It has Evernote on here, which is really cool. What?
It literally has Fitbit. It says Fitbit.
It can, yeah, and
That's
it can,
cool.
and also does all my notifications and music playback controls on my phone, which is really cool.
Wow.
And like when I get a message, it's nice for me during the shows and stuff because I can see if it's a critical message that I can look at it and glance and then decide if I need to pull out my phone. And something you might like, Ange, is so that's one of my watch faces there, right?
Yeah.
But I can have that watch face there, which gives me temperatures and but so there's just different ones I can. There's a different watch. Mm-hmm. You probably like that one.
Yeah, 2.6.
Yeah, this one's just really generic. It just says and then let's see. You probably that one's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then I took the Star Trek one off, but this
But
is.
you know, once
that's my favorite.
once I choose a look, like that's what I need. Like I wouldn't like change like every day.
I think I'm settling. I have a bunch on there because I'm trying them. I'm settling on this one because it gives me the weather, the time, and my battery and Bluetooth connection status. And so pretty much any notification that comes into my phone goes to this. It's been really cool. So it's making me feel a little better about the whole smartwatch thing because I really like it. The other thing I really dig about it is when I'm dealing with the kids and stuff, like I've left my phone in my office and gotten messages from you when you're out of the house, and I can read it with my phone downstairs, which is really nice.
Right.
And so if my phone's on the charger, it lets me, it means I can put my phone on the charger and not miss a notification since this thing has multiple days of battery life.
You could just strap your phone to your wrist.
But if I want to put it on the charger, for example.
Oh, yeah, true.
It's nice to be able to walk away and
but now you have
not
two
miss
things
anything.
to charge.
Yes, and I have two things that buzz when I get.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Gah. And 3 things that chime.
Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty cool though. It's pretty cool to have a computer on your wrist. And the other thing I like a lot about it is when I'm like, even when I'm just driving, just having like, because you have controls on your steering wheel, but I don't. But just having like the skip button right there when I'm driving is nice. You know. So.
Yep.
There you go. Quick little review of the Pebble Steel.
All right. Well.
Now we're thinking about maybe moving the timing of the Faux Show, possibly.
Yes, actually.
So we don't know exactly when we're floating the idea of Fridays, but we'll let you know. You can always follow it at jupiterbroadcasting.com/calendar, and of course we'll update you guys. Angela's also on Twitter. She often tweets about this kind of stuff. She's ANGERZ on there. And if you haven't checked out Women's Tech Radio recently, go watch it or listen to it.
Seriously.
So it's a great show, and they just did an episode where the gal works for Intel, and she's developing technology to allow you to control robots with your mind. With your mind.
It's neurofeedback robots is what it's called.
Episode 16 of Women's Tech Radio.
It is great. She's an innovation engineer.
Yeah.
It was a fantastic interview. All of them are fantastic.
Don't forget, and go check out all of them. Don't forget, teespring.com/Linux. Go get yourself a shirt and help our trip. We are selling the T-shirts pretty much near cost, so if you really want to help, maybe grab 2. Because really, we had 2 things. We're like, well, A, we want as many people to get them, so that way as many people at the conference have them, and as many people that like to have them can have them. So we had to make the price low, but we also want to raise funds, and so it's like, if you really do want to help, you could buy 2. It actually would help. Or if nothing else, just grab yourself one. And there is always the ongoing support, which not only helps with specifically Linux Fest Northwest, but future efforts as well over at patreon.com/today.
Yep. All right. Well, that is this episode of The Faux Show. We'll see you next week. Did you enjoy this Faux Show? Well, guess what? You can catch more at jupiterbroadcasting.com and subscribe to the weekly RSS feed.
Are you cherry pie hungry, Ange? God, I'm just hungry.
Yes.
I'm just hungry.
Yes. Let's do cherry pie.
Well, see, I was thinking about making meatballs, but if I skip making meatballs...
You can make the meatballs at home. Whoa, did I just blow your mind?
Holy crap. Except for yeah, I could, but you know what's the pain in the butt about that is all the little flavor ingredients are here.
What? Holy crap, what?
All the little tiny little ingredients.
I know, but why holy crap?
It hadn't crossed my mind that I could make it at home.
Oh. I thought you were reading something else.
Hold on a second. I have a hair out of place. Hold on. Stop it, jerk. Hold on, I must. There we go. Hold on. Still out of place. Hold on, let me pre-hold it so that way during the show I don't look like a dork.
Okay, that's not how... Okay, look at this.
But that doesn't...
That's awesome. That was the best... No. Yes. Just make sure you don't get a message from your girlfriend while it's on the screen.
Boobies pop up on the screen. Hold on. What if I just use your close-up and I just go like this?
Take your
What about this?
out.
Hold on, what if I just do this? There. So as you can see on the watch here, it... Now I'm even more hungry.